Hi everyone. In this video, I want to tell the trigonometry concepts. So, first concept is the trigonometric ratios. So, to understand that, first of all, what is trigonometry? Trigonometry is a branch of mathematics which deals with application part of the triangles in our daily life. We can measure the lengths, heights, and distances by using properties of triangle. So, trigonometry is a branch of mathematics which can deal with the application part of the triangles in daily life situations. What is trigonometry? Tri means 3, gonia means angle, metrion means measurement. 3 angle measurement is called as trigonometry measurement. 3 angle measurement is called as trigonometry. So this is happened in actually in triangles. So already we discussed that it is a branch of mathematics which deals with the application part of the triangles. So suppose if you have paint the wall, if you have paint the wall, so wall is like this, the ground is like this, and ladder you kept like this. Okay, then the shape formed between the wall, ground and the ladder is a right angle triangle. This is the right angle triangle. Here it is 90 degrees. Here it is 90 degrees. Suppose if the ladder is placed nearer to the wall like this, then theta is formed here, angle formed here. Okay, suppose in this position like this. If I change the position like this, that means the higher part of the wall should be shaded or should be colored, then ladder should be kept like this. Then automatically the theta will be increases. So here theta 1 and here theta 2. Theta 2 is greater than theta 1. Angle is greater than angle 1. So if suppose it is coming nearer and nearer to the wall, nearer and nearer to the wall, the thetas will be increased. Nearer to the wall, the theta will be increased. Suppose if I will draw this like this, it becomes, the ladder comes like this. The theta will be more increased if it is theta 3. Theta 3 is greater than, theta 2 is greater than theta 1. That means the distance here is longer, but here the distance on the ground is decreasing. The relation you have to identify that, but this mainly useful in applications of trigonometry. First of all, to know the trigonometry, we have to know the right angle triangle and its corresponding sides. What is the? So if it is a right angle triangle, ABC, right angle at B, right angle at B, then AC is called as the hypotenuse. AC is called as the hypotenuse. And if theta is there, theta is nothing but it is a measurement of an angle indicated by theta, beta, gamma, alpha like that. So theta, if theta is at A, theta's opposite side is BC. Opposite side to A is BC. That means theta is BC. Opposite side to theta is BC. Adjacent side to theta is AB. Opposite means there is no connection between the angle adjacent sides. Adjacent side means theta should be included between hypotenuse and that particular side. Opposite side means no connection between those two. Hypotenuse is fixed. Okay. So hypotenuse and opposite side and adjacent side. When with respect to C, if you take the C as alpha, alpha as the angle, then alpha's opposite side is AB and alpha's adjacent side is BC. Adjacent side is BC. So this relation you have to understand. After knowing the relation of the sides and angles in right angle triangle, we can do just one activity. So that is, in a right angle triangles, these are the right angle triangles. right angled similar triangles I am taking. Right angled similar triangles. And PQRS, these are the points. Suppose AB is equal to 3 centimeters and BP is equal to 4 centimeters. Automatically by Pythagoras theorem, this is 90 degrees and theta is always here. So AP is equal to, AP square is equal to AB square plus BP square. So 3 square plus 4 square becomes 9 plus 16 is 25 and AP is equal to root 25 is nothing nothing but 5 units. So AP is equal to 5 units. If suppose AC is equal to 6 and CQ is equal to 8, then what about AQ? Automatically 10. The multiples of Pythagorean triplets are also the Pythagorean triplets. So here what is the first Pythagorean triplet? 3, 4, 5. The multiple is 6, 4 twos are 8 and 5 twos are 10. This is also Pythagorean triplet. And you consider AD is equal to 9 and DR is equal to 12. Then this becomes 15. AR becomes 15. In the same way, AE is equal to, you can take 12 and ES is equal to 16. So what is AS? AS becomes 20. AS becomes 20. 20 units. So why I am telling this is, so you have to consider, now I will take that one triangle, each triangle. So in triangle A ABP, ABP I am taking. What is the theta's opposite side? Just now I explained the opposite side to theta and adjacent side to theta. So opposite side to theta is BP. So what I am writing? Adjacent side to theta, sorry, opposite side to theta. Theta by hypotenuse relation first I will take. Hypotenuse is this one, AP. Opposite side is 4 by hypotenuse is 5. 4 by 5 in triangle ABP. In triangle ACQ, ACQ, what you will get opposite side by hypotenuse? 8 by 10. 8 by 10 is nothing but 4 by 5 again. So 4 by 5. Next, in triangle ADR. ADR, what is opposite side? 12. It's 12. And what is the hypotenuse? It's 15. So 3 fours and 3 fives. 4 by 5 I'll get. And you consider in AES triangle. So what is the opposite side? 16. ES 16 by hypotenuse is 20, AS 20. So 4 fours and 4 fives, 4 by 5 you will get. 4 by 5 you will get. 4 by 5. So in all these relations, what you are observing? The ratio of opposite side to hypotenuse is everywhere same in all the right angled, right angled right angled similar triangles. Right angled similar triangles. These are all similar triangles. We'll discuss in the similarity. So if two angles are equal, then they are similar. This is 90 degrees. So one of the angle is 90 degrees. The theta is same. So theta 90 degrees. So these are all similar triangles. In all similar right angled triangles, the ratio of opposite side by hypotenuse is same. That ratio we are defining as sine theta. That ratio we are defining as sine theta. So what is sine theta? Sine theta is nothing but the ratio between opposite side to the hypotenuse. Sine theta, that is defined as sine theta, that is opposite side to particular angle. So here opposite side to theta or to angle A, you can take opposite side to theta by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the sine theta definition. Like that only, if you consider all adjacent sides and hypotenuse ratio 3 by 5, 6 by 10, again 9 by 15 and 12 by 20, you will get those are also the ratios are same, means 3 by 5 you will get everywhere. That means in all right angled similar triangles, the ratio between adjacent side by to the hypotenuse is same. That ratio is defined as cos theta. And what is tan theta? Tan theta is nothing but ratio between opposite side to theta by adjacent side to theta. Adjacent side to theta. So this is the tan theta. Opposite side to theta by adjacent side to theta. Or simply how you will get opposite side to theta by adjacent side to theta? Sin theta by cos theta you can write. Sin theta by cos theta. Sin theta is opposite side by hypotenuse whole by adjacent by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse gets cancelled. So opposite by adjacent you will get. Is it clear? So these are the three trigonometric ratios and their reciprocals you will get. You have the reciprocals. What are the reciprocals of these? Sin theta, cosecant theta, cosec theta or cosecant theta is nothing but hypotenuse by opposite side to theta. Opposite side to theta. And cos theta's reciprocal is secant theta and its definition is hypotenuse by adjacent side. Adjacent side. And cot theta is nothing but, actually tan means tangent theta, cot means cotangent theta. Simply we'll call it as cot theta. Cot theta is nothing but adjacent side to theta by opposite side to theta. Opposite side to theta. Or cos theta by sin theta. Cos theta by sin theta you will get. Okay, these are the 6 ratios you have to remember. These are the trigonometric ratios. Simply we'll call it as T ratios and their definitions. Okay, next. And from this we can notice that so sin theta into cosecant theta is equal to 1. Cos theta into secant theta is equal to 1. And tan theta into cot theta is equal to 1. Cot theta is equal to 1. You can observe that. So next, so what is sin theta? Is the ratio between opposite side to its hypotenuse is called as sin theta. I'll discuss one example. Suppose in a right angled triangle ABC, right angled at B, then if CB is equal to 5 centimeters and AC is equal to 13 centimeters, they have given like that, and find out sin C, cos C, tan A and cos C. They ask you like that. So already 2 sides are there. Third side you have to find out. How can you find out the third side? By using Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, what is hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of other 2 sides. Like that you can write, or else one of the side square is equal to hypotenuse square minus another side square also you can write. So AB square is equal to AC square minus BC square. AC square minus BC square. So AC square is 13 square minus 5 square is nothing but 169 minus 25 is 144. 144. and AB is equal to square transpose to that side, it becomes a square root, that is nothing but 12. AB is equal to 12. So 12 centimeters you got as AB. Now what he asked? What he asked? Sin C. What is the sine definition? Opposite side to, what is the angle here? Angle C by hypotenuse. So opposite side to sine C is theta here, that is AB, by hypotenuse is fixed AC. So AB is 12 centimeters and AC is 13. So 12 by 13. It has no units because it is ratio. Next, tan A. Tan A is equal to, what is the definition? Opposite side to angle A. What is the angle here? Angle A. By adjacent side to angle A. Opposite side to angle A is BC. By adjacent side to A is AB. BC is 12 by BC is 5. BC is 5 by AB is 12. Okay. Next, like that cos C is 5 by 13 you will get. Cos C is 5 by 13. Adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent side by hypotenuse. Next, try this. One of the question. It is given that in triangle ABC, right angle at C. In triangle ABC, right angle at C. So right angle you have to mark it as C. Remaining two vertices you can mark AB anyway. What is the given condition? BC plus CA is equal to 23. BC plus CA is equal to 23. And BC minus CA is equal to 7. So find the sin A and tan B. You have to find sin A and tan B. So these two gets cancelled. 2BC is equal to 30. 2 gets cancelled. 30 will gets cancelled with 2. So BC is equal to 15. And 15 plus CA is equal to 23. And CA is equal to 23 minus 15. How much it is? 8. 8. So CA is equal to 8 centimeters you got. And BC is equal to 15 centimeters you got. By Pythagoras theorem you can find out. So by Pythagoras theorem, AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. So 8 square plus 15 square is nothing but 64 plus 225. 289. 289 AB is equal to root 289 is nothing but 17 centimeters. 17. Root 289 is 17. So hypotenuse you got 17. Then sin A. What is the sin A? Sin A definition. Opposite side to A by hypotenuse. Here whatever the angle is there, that angle you have to observe. Whatever the angle is given, that angle you have to write. So sin A. Sin A is equal to opposite side to angle A by hypotenuse. So opposite side to angle A is what? BC. BC by hypotenuse is AB. So BC is how much? 15. By AB is how much? 17. So 15 by 17. Next, tan B. What is tan B? Opposite side to, what is the angle here? B by adjacent side to angle B. So what is opposite side to angle B? AC. And what is the opposite adjacent side to angle B? BC or CB. AC is 8 by CB is 15. 8 by 15. This is the do this. Try this. Next, think and discuss. The first question is sin x is equal to 4 by 3. Is it exist? Does it exist for any value of x? He asked. Sin x is equal to 4 by 3 does exist for any value of x, he is asking. No, does not exist. It does not exist. Why? You can guess. Because definition, what is the definition for sine? Definition for sine is, sine theta is opposite side to theta by hypotenuse. And which is greater? Hypotenuse is greater than opposite side or else adjacent side. Or else adjacent side always. So this becomes a proper fraction. Sine theta and cos theta, or sine theta and cos theta are proper fractions. That means numerator must be less than denominator. So otherwise opposite side is always, opposite side and adjacent side are always less than the hypotenuse. So 4 by 3 is greater than 1, and cos theta sin theta values are maximum is 1. So it does not exist. So 4 by 3 is wrong. Next, second question is, the value of sin A and cos A always less than 1. Why? The reason is sin values and less than 1 means those are the proper fractions. That's why it is those are always less than 1. Okay. Next, third question is, tan A is product of tan and A. No, tan A is not product of tan and A. Tan A is a trigonometric ratio defined for angle A. With any angle, T ratios are defined. Okay. Next, fifth question of exercise. If 3 tan A is equal to 4, if 3 tan A is equal to 4, find sin A and cos A. You have to find sin A and cos A. So here 3 we can transpose that side. Tan A is equal to 4 by 3. That means what is given here? Ratio. Previously what is given? The sides values are, measurements of the sides are given in centimeters. But here ratio is given, so no units. So tan A definition is what? Opposite side by to angle A by adjacent side to angle A. Opposite side to angle A by adjacent side to angle A. If you draw a right angle triangle, then this is A is acute angle, B is right angle at where they have given. That's it. So sin A and cos A. So we can mark either B or C. Right angle is not mentioned. If right angle is not mentioned, no need to, except A and cos A and cos sin A he asked. So A only he asked. So you can take B as a 90 degrees. Then suppose sin A and cos A he asked no. Then A and C will be acute angles. Definitely, surely you have to take B as a 90 degrees. Right angle triangle. Okay. So what is opposite side to A? BC. BC becomes 4K. And what is adjacent side to angle A? AB. AB becomes 3K. Why I am writing K? If you break the ratio, you have to multiply with some constant. 3K and 4K. So by Pythagoras theorem, we will get AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So 3K whole square plus 4K whole square becomes 9K square plus 16K square is nothing but 25K square, and AC is equal to 25K square under root is 5K. So hypotenuse becomes 5k. Hypotenuse becomes 5k. Then what you have to do? You have to write sin A. Sin A is equal to opposite side to angle A by hypotenuse. What is opposite side to angle A? Is BC. BC by hypotenuse is AC. BC is 4k by hypotenuse is 5k. K gets cancelled. 4 by 5. And cos A becomes adjacent side to angle A by hypotenuse. Adjacent side to angle A is AB. AB by hypotenuse is AC. That is 3k by 5k. K gets cancelled. 3 by 5. So these are the values. Next, sixth one. So many people will confuse that, and that is very easy if you understand that one properly. So sixth one I will explain. Sixth one of exercise 11.1. So here in triangle ABC and XYZ, angle A and angle X are acute angles, and cos A is equal to cos X. Cos A is equal to cos X. Then show that angle A is equal to angle X. Angle A is equal to angle X. So you have to draw the two right angle triangles ABC and XYZ. A is acute, so B I am taking right angle. X is acute, XYZ, Y I am taking right angle. So cos A is equal to cos X. So that is the given condition you have to take. Given that cos A is equal to cos X. Implies what is the definition? Automatically A and X according to ABC triangle. Cos A means opposite side to adjacent side to angle A is AB by hypotenuse is AC, and cos X means adjacent side to X is XY and hypotenuse is XZ. This is the first equation. If you take, I'll do the cross multiplication. Why I'm doing cross multiplication also I will tell. So AB into XZ is equal to XY into AC. And then AB keep it here only and XY bring this side is equal to AC by XZ. This is the second condition. See here, what is the second condition? I'm getting AB by XY. So this is in the first equation is a ratio between the two sides of the same triangle they have given. But after cross multiplication, the second equation I got, the ratio between the two sides of two different triangles I got. Now AB by XY I got is equal to AC by XZ. AC by XZ. Okay. So still what I have to get here? BC ratio and XY ratio I have to get. If I can get BC by XY, this is also equal to BC by XY YZ, BC by YZ, can I prove this? Then the theorem becomes completed. Because if these three ratios are equal, which is that AB by XY is equal to AC by XZ is equal to BC by YZ, then automatically these two triangles becomes similar by SSS similarity condition. By SSS similarity condition, those two triangles becomes similar. If they are similar, automatically corresponding angles are equal. So angle A is equal to angle X, you can write. This is the concept. That's why I did the cross multiplication here. I did the cross multiplication. Now coming to the sum. So next what you have to write? So two equations you got. And here in the first equation let it be K. If it is K, then AB is equal to K into AC you will get. K into AC. And XY is equal to K into XZ. So automatically it becomes AB square is equal to K square AC square and XY square is equal to K square XZ square. Okay, these conditions I got. Now in those two triangles, what I am considering, consider the ratio between BC and YZ. BC and YZ. The adjacent sides, opposite sides of angle A and angle X. Opposite sides of angle A and angle X. So BC can be written by Pythagoras theorem. How can we write? AC square minus AB square. AC square minus AB square. And YZ, how can you write it? Write it as XZ square minus XY square. XY square. So already proved here AB square can be replaced by K square AC square. So under root of AC square minus K square of AC square by denominator XZ square, keep it like that only. And from this equation XY square is equal to K square XZ square. So K square XZ square. So this is equal to here I will take the common, that is equal to under root AC square I will take common 1 minus K square by XZ square I will take common 1 minus K square, gets cancelled. So already what I considered, BC by YZ is equal to what I got here, AC by XZ whole square under root, gets cancelled. So I will get AC by XZ. AC by XZ. So already from the second equation I said already. So what we will get? AB by XY. So AB by XY is equal to BC by YZ is equal to AC by XZ. So we can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle XYZ. Similar to triangle XYZ by SS similarity condition. SSS similarity condition. Three corresponding sides are in proportion in the two triangles. Then those are said to be similar by SSS similarity condition. Therefore, angle A is equal to angle X. In the same way, you can find out for sin A is equal to sin X, then A is equal to X, angle A is equal to angle X, you can find. If they will give the tan also, you can find out the same way. Okay.